Hello there. It's Auntie Teresa and little Legacy. This is my kitten. He does not want to hold still, but I wanted to introduce you to him. I have a story for you guys today. I know it's been a while again, but I'm here today. Let's do it. Last time, the story that we read was about Rachel and Leah, the sisters. Y'all remember them? Well, if you don't remember, let me remind you. The story was called The Girl No One Wanted. And there were two sisters. One sister, named Rachel, everybody thought she was so pretty, and they always invited her to everything, and everybody always chose her. And the other sister, Leah, they thought she was ugly. They were mean to her. And in the story, her husband didn't even want her. But later she found out that God wanted her, and that made everything else like a small deal, and it didn't even matter anymore because she knew that God chose her and God loved her. So, today, let's see what we got. The Forgiving Prince is the name of our story. So, go ahead and grab your Jesus Storybook Bible, if you don't already have it in your hand, and then we'll start, okay? I'll give you a few seconds to go grab it in case you don't have it with you quite yet. Okay, you got it. All right, The Forgiving Prince, Joseph and his brothers, from Genesis chapters 37 through 46. That's where you can find it in the actual Bible. This is the Jesus Storybook Bible. So if you want to hear a longer version of this story, that's where you can go find it. Okay? You ready to start? I missed you. Okay. The Forgiving Prince, Joseph and his brothers, from Genesis chapters 37 through 46. Jacob had 12 sons, but of all his sons, Joseph was his favorite. One day, Jacob gave Joseph a splendid new robe. It was beautiful and rich with all the colors of the rainbow, but it made Joseph's brothers jealous. They wanted rich rainbow robes too. Then, to make matters worse, Joseph kept having these special dreams. I dreamed I was the greatest. I was king, Joseph told his brothers. And you all bowed down to me. Now, I'm sure you know, even if Joseph didn't, that telling your brothers something like that isn't a very good idea. Joseph's brothers hated him even more. They wanted to kill Joseph and his dreams. And one day, that's exactly what they tried to do. They tore Joseph's rainbow robe off of him and sold him to slave traders for 20 pieces of silver. See the picture? Let's turn the page. The traders took Joseph to Egypt and made him into a slave. The brothers went home and lied to their father, telling him that Joseph was dead. That's the end of that dreamer, they thought. But they were wrong. God had a magnificent dream for Joseph's life. And even when it looked like everything had gone wrong, God would use it all to help make the dream come true. God would use everything that was happening to Joseph to do something good. Meanwhile, though, things were not looking good for Joseph in Egypt. He was far from home. and from his dad. Then he got blamed for something he didn't do. Even though he had done nothing wrong, he was punished and thrown in jail. But God was with Joseph. That brother is looking in bad shape. You see him? Got beaten up and everything. You see that? It's not good. Turn the page. One night, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, had a scary dream about thin cows gobbling up fat cows. What on earth did it mean? He didn't know. But Joseph was a dream expert, so Pharaoh sent for him. It means a famine is coming, Joseph explained. There won't be enough food. Pharaoh was so pleased by Joseph's skill that he immediately took Joseph out of jail and made him a prince. Now, back home, Joseph's brothers had run out of food and everyone was hungry. God's special family was in danger. If they didn't get food soon, they would starve to death. Whew. So, Joseph's brothers traveled to Egypt to buy food. They came and knelt before the new prince. His brothers didn't know that the prince was Joseph, but Joseph knew who they were. Joseph's dream, the one about his brothers bowing down to him, was coming true. "It's me," Joseph cried. When they saw it was Joseph, his brothers were afraid. They had wronged Joseph. They had sinned, and they knew it. Now Joseph would certainly punish them. But Joseph looked at his brothers, and his eyes filled with tears. Even though his brothers had hurt him and hated him and wanted him dead, in spite of everything, he couldn't stop loving them. Whew. Look at that. You see those? Those are the cows, the skinny cows that gobbled up the fat cows. That's Pharaoh, king of Egypt. He was wondering, what does this dream mean? And here come his brothers, bowing down to Joseph. Turn the page. His heart, which they had broken, filled up with love, and Joseph forgave them. Joseph threw his arms around them. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Behind what you were doing, underneath everything that was happening, God was doing something good. God was making everything right again." Joseph didn't punish them. He rescued them. He brought God's special family to live safely with him in Egypt. One day, God would send another prince, a young prince whose heart would break. Like Joseph, he would leave his home and his father. His brothers would hate him and want him dead. He would be sold for pieces of silver. He would be punished even though he had done nothing wrong. But God would use everything that happened to this young prince, even the bad things, to do something good, to forgive the sins of the whole world. Can you guess who that might be? We'll have to wait and see. What did you think about that story? Yeah? What was your favorite part? Okay. Yeah, that one was kind of rough. I think I liked when he forgave his brothers. So, okay, there's your story. Hope you enjoy it. I love you. God bless you.